Hello everyone, most welcome in Zylostar, new week with the hottest topic in the world. Why people are keep asking us in the comments, gold is raising up and up again and again. So with me, Mr. Samer and Mr. Amidian, let's answer. Mr. Samer, can you answer us why the gold is raising up?
Yes, Nurhan, as you said, gold is a very hot topic nowadays. Let me cool myself sipping some water. Was that on camera? Okay. So gold is rising due to so many reasons. The Fed has cut the interest rate on the dollar, made it by 0.5 down. And after that, we have some geopolitical situations in the Middle East, and also everybody's expecting the Feds to keep cutting the rates gradually in this year and also in the upcoming year. And technically, we have a lot of technical confirmations like an ascending triangle and also very strong bullish momentum.
Yes, that's all. Let's dive into the topic.
Hello again, guys. Let's take a look and let's explain some of the strategies that Zylostar strategy is publishing in the profile. So in TradingView, we have Zylostar strategy as usual. We'll take a look for the gold market and the Euro USD market. As we can say in the gold market, let's start with the gold. It's unusual. Okay, the price of the gold is reaching the highest price in the world. So that's why we should take a look about fundamentals, because now fundamentals are moving the market. Because after this bull run, gold may consolidate a little bit or may retrace a little bit, and he will continue to his direction. So as we can see here, gold here he was doing some consolidation. After the news of this bull run, gold appears bullish due to coming series of the Fed rate cut. Here he was consolidating, then boom, he went up. He break this resistance level from here, from 2530, and he start reaching to the highest level till 2600. So after this we saw some retracement from here again. Okay, then he starts moving up again. He break this resistance level also. He make this resistance level. Okay, then he break it again. So we can saw here break to resistance level and support to resistance level here. Then from here we can expect some retracement to this area, support to resistance. Then after that he will continue his direction. This is about the gold. Let's take a look for the Euro USD. In the Euro USD, price may consolidate between the primary trend line and the secondary trend line. As we can see here, the market has broken this trend line here, okay, with some retracement here. Then he starts consolidate in the same movement, he starts creating support and resistance. As we can see here, this is a resistance area, and here it's a support area. So from here we can expect him to touch this resistance level here, then he will come to this support area, and he will come to this primary trend line. That's what we are expecting the Euro USD. So guys, let's meet next week with new comment and the new strategies and the new outlook for the week. See you next week.
All right, here we are analyzing the upcoming week, and let's hop right into it. So starting with the dollar index. As we can see, the dollar index has attempted to break the support of 100.5 exactly at the day that the Fed has announced the interest rate cut, which was at 18th of September, the past Wednesday. And we were expecting actually for the price to break below this support. However, it did not, as the Fed stated that even though they cut the interest rate from 5.5 to 5, even though most economists were anticipating the cut to be 0.25 points only, but it happened 0.5. So that was huge, but the Feds even though stated that the economy was doing pretty well, which caused the dollar to recover right throughout the same week, actually at the same day as well. So from here, we're looking for the dollar to consolidate for quite, possibilities are for the dollar to consolidate within this range of 100.5 and 101.7 before another attempt to break below the support of 100.5. And now possibilities are gradually that dollar is going to break the support due to the interest rate cutting anticipation from the Federals in next November and also the upcoming year of 2025. So this is about the gold. Now going to NASDAQ. Now, as we're all familiar, when interest rate cuts occur or basically go down to action, stocks are tilted to perform better gradually over time, and that's due to companies and investors putting money from, instead of putting it for bonds and treasury and all of that, they go into stocks. And we can see that NASDAQ has been performing very well after the cut. So here was the cut and gradually it has moved up. Now it traced this support, however, it did not just trace to the trend line here. So possibilities are for the NASDAQ to retrace the trend line, the support once more time, from here continues go up, or it might try to get more liquidity going up and then eventually retesting the trend line on a longer level and also retesting the support at a later stage of 19,500. But right now it is in the zone of 19,500 and 20,000s approximately. So that's it. Going to Bitcoin, we can see that Bitcoin has actually done pretty well itself as well. However, when interest rate cuts came down, it a little bit moved to the upside, as we can see here, breaking that resistance and retraces the same day as after what the Federal stated actually, and created for us this bull flag here actually, and continued its up movement as the dollar gone weaker after the interest rate cuts. Even though technically it's still consolidating, however, a lot of huge amount of money has been withdrawn from the dollar and put into other asset classes. So such movements in other asset classes opposing the dollar is pretty much very anticipated. And right now, Bitcoin is at a major support, at a major resistance of 64,000 levels. From here, it's consolidating actually within the range of 64,000 and 62,000 after the break of 60,000 level. Now from here, we might expect it to keep consolidating within this range, retest the trend line at the level of 60,000 and from here continue its up movement, attempting to break the level of 64,000 once again. So this is from the technical side. Even though here we have a small support and a downgoing momentum. So from here, possibilities are either the market gonna break above this invisible currently trend line for this descending triangle before attempt retesting the support and potentially break it down, or just gonna fall right from where it is right now to this support level. So we'll see what's happening later on. So that will be from the technical side.
Amazing. So let's dive into the most important factor in financial market, which is fundamental. This is Masoud Hamidian from Zylostar. So this week I'm gonna review the last week and answer some of your questions which you asked about gold. Why the gold keeps going up and up. As you may know, last week was a very crowded week on the news side, and we also had different meetings from central banks for the interest rate decision. So I want to start it with the United States. Last week, Federal Reserve cut the interest rate by the 0.5%, which was a huge step down for FOMC after more than 17 months of tight financial atmosphere. I want to point out to the latest statement from the FOMC. As you can see here, they mentioned that the economy is still at a solid pace for the growth, which is more than 2%. And regarding to the labor market, which made concerns due to the last 2 weeks, they mentioned that the unemployment rate is still historically low. At the same time, we had also the economic projection, which at the end of each quarter we have. For the first time, market participants predicted multiple rate cuts for the rest of 2024, as you can see here in the dot plot of the FOMC. So I just want to do a flashback to the economic projection. As you can see here, they mentioned that compared to the previous economic projection, that real GDP in 2024 will be lower only from the previous version. Unemployment rate would be higher, around 0.4% for 2024. It will be more, and also for 2024 it will be more than 0.2% compared to the previous economic projection. And also from the inflation side, for the PC inflation, they predicted lower inflation. And as I mentioned, so from the federal funds rate, they pointed, and also better to say predicted, lower interest rate by the end of 2024, 25, and 26. And the final shot was the press conference of the chairman of the Fed, Jerome Powell, confirmed the statement, and he said that the economy is still in the good shape, and for each person we have one job vacancy, which is pretty normal. After that, market participants are pricing more a step down for the next meeting, which is on 7th of November 2024, and they're pricing more probability of 0.5%, or better to say another 0.5% for November. As you can see here, the probability is 51.4%, which is pretty higher than last month. The next important one was the numbers we got from the retail sales in the US and UK. Both pointed to a good growth at the both regions. So on the other hand, we had the Bank of Japan meeting on Friday, and they left the interest rate at the same stage which was before. One of the most leading indicator, initial jobless claims for the employment sector, showed further drop to 219,000, which is the lowest reading from the 1st of July 2024, and appears stunning for the labor market and confirmed the strength of the economy. From the earnings side, this week we had the earning of the FedEx on Thursday. After market, they missed the expectations, and the outlook was not able to convince the investors. So as a result, FedEx dropped more than 14%, as you can see here. Eventually, from the geopolitical side, we face that some spices added. The tensions jumped higher in the Middle East last week, and this is the reason why investors sought refuge in gold during the last week. I want to start the upcoming week with the economic indicator. So as you can see here, this week also will be a crowded week from the news and also the economic indicators. And also we are going to have two meetings for the interest rate decision from the Switzerland Central Bank, and also from the Australia. We are going to receive the RBA, or Reserve Bank of Australia, interest rate statement and cash rate. From the United States on 27th, we are going to receive the most vital economic indicator, which is related to inflation, and that's PCE. And I think it can change the atmosphere of the financial market, and it can be volatile. On the other hand, we are going to have different speeches from the chairmen of the central banks. For example, chairman of the Federal Reserve, who is Jerome Powell, Macklem from the Bank of Canada, Oenda from the Bank of Japan, and also for the Switzerland Central Bank chairman. Eventually, we are going to have also the PMI number from the different countries and regions, such as Europe, UK, and US. I think it can play a vital role because it can increase the probability, especially in the United States, that we are in recession or not. It's better to say it can increase the scenario of soft landing or hard landing. Okay, so let's jump into the last topic, which is the corporate earning for the upcoming week. On Wednesday, we are gonna receive the corporate earning of Micron aftermarket, which is the most important corporate earning for the upcoming week. Do not forget, if you want to increase the probability of success, or better to say your win rate in financial market, always mix fundamental and technical together. Have a good day. Impressive. So another market weekly update is finished. Do not forget, like us, subscribe, and share it to your colleagues.